Even with electronic media and the internet letting us be everywhere instantaneously, few of us know the good things that are happening around the world every day. We know about the wars, the riots, the earthquakes, the floods, and other natural disasters. But we seldom hear about what people in other parts of the world are doing to make our planet a better place for us and for future generations to live. So, we decided to visit a major multinational South African industrial company, Barloworld, to see what they were doing about environmental sustainability.
From humble beginnings in Durban, South Africa in 1902, Barloworld, located at Barlow Park in Johannesburg, today is a global player and market leader in virtually every sphere in which they operate. It is a company that has endured and prospered because it has been able to adapt and change to meet the challenges of changing times and environments. Its company-wide commitment to sustainable development is strong evidence of its adaptability. In keeping with its leadership role, the Barloworld corporate office is active in environmental stewardship initiatives. For example, the corporate office reduced its electricity consumption by some 44% over the previous 12-month period.
Barloworld has set a very bold vision for 2015. Included in this vision is sustainable development as one of our 6 strategic focus areas. An integral part of sustainable development is environmental stewardship and responsibility. In addition, we have an internal code of ethics, and one of the components of that code of ethics is protecting the environment, which is an integral part of the way in which we operate and our value system here at Barloworld.
Climate change and environmental considerations are core components in Barloworld's ethos of responsible corporate citizenship. The company is committed to conducting its operations in an environmentally responsible manner while delivering integrated solutions that assist its customers to achieve their own environmental objectives.
Here at Barloworld, we also try and make sure that we embed environmentally responsible practices into our day-to-day operations. Firstly, we are focused on energy efficiency and greenhouse gas reductions. Here we have set an aspirational target of achieving a 12% reduction over a 5-year time frame. The second area is in the area of water stewardship. Here we are particularly focused on water recycling initiatives and also on rainwater harvesting. Another area is waste, and here we have constructed component rebuild centers where we are focused on rebuilding and reconditioning components for our Caterpillar equipment, which brings about efficiencies in both energy usage and resource usage. And then finally, we have carbon offset programs. Here we focus on purchasing carbon offsets for certain of our operations, and a very good example is our Avis Rent-A-Car business in South Africa, where we have achieved a carbon neutral accreditation.
An important aspect of sustainability is recycling and reuse. Barloworld equipment contributes to sustainable development through remanufacturing, returning end-of-life components to their original condition to keep non-renewable resources in circulation for multiple lifetimes.
Our contribution comes mainly from the rebuild of components. Instead of us importing new components from the US or wherever else we get our components from, we strip them down, rebuild them at a fraction of the cost of a new component.
Barloworld's Logistics' new long-haul green trailer is an excellent example of product and customer service innovation. It is designed specifically to reduce wind drag and therefore uses at least 10% less fuel, produces fewer emissions, and costs less for Barloworld and its customers. Another supply chain innovation developed by Barloworld Logistics is its CINO, Combined Inventory and Network Optimization product, which allows companies to plan supply and demand across an entire distribution network of businesses and locations, thereby reducing their carbon footprints.
Within our suite of software, we have a product called CAST. CAST allows us to model a supply chain from our suppliers through to our customers, being able to optimally configure the supply chain for its transport fleet, warehouses, depots, and the locations thereof. It was a natural progression for us to develop a module that not only looked at the supply chain in terms of costs and services, but also in the currency of carbon emissions.
A part of the Barloworld Group, Club Motors Fountains is the first green BMW dealership in South Africa with sustainable objectives in place. Club Motors Fountains has carefully planned and designed its new premises to ensure that every aspect of the facility is constructed in such a way to save energy and be as environmentally responsible as possible. The dealership facility incorporates energy-saving light fittings, power factor correction equipment, air conditioning with inverter control mechanism, timers and variable speed mechanisms, sunscreens to minimize impact on heating, ventilation and air conditioning, and sun energy windows.
The concept and design team took everything into consideration when designing this dealership. Glass, walls, windows, facing in the right direction to ensure sustainability and aligning ourselves with green technologies going into the future.
In 2009, another Barloworld automotive division, Avis Rent-A-Car, became the first rental fleet in South Africa to be accredited carbon neutral for internal business carbon emissions from fuel and electricity usage, and it has maintained that status.
So we started our Avis Earth Champions program, and we asked for volunteers to come forward. No extra remuneration, no time off, no promotions given. These were people that had to be passionate about the environment. And we have 55 of these people who put their hands up very quickly in various branches around the country, and they have the title of Earth Champions besides the other work that they do. And they help us change our behavior at the workplace. As I said, they're the people that tap the manager on the shoulder and say, "Excuse me, you've left your air conditioner on as you leave the building." That type of stuff. Make sure that we recycle all our waste as best we can.
Barloworld recognizes that water is a scarce resource and is committed to more efficient water use through reduced use, increased recycling, and water harvesting initiatives. The company's major water use is for washing plants, equipment, and vehicles, but following required filtration and separation processes, most of the water used is discharged back into the municipal and local government systems from which it was extracted. Water recycling facilities include Barloworld Automotive's 3 energy-efficient major car wash stations in Cape Town, Durban, and Johannesburg, which recycle some 75 million liters annually, as well as 2 motor retail operations depending on sufficient rainfall. Avis car rental operations at Cape Town's International Airport are water neutral through use of a 180,000-liter underground storage tank to capture harvested rainwater, saving up to 40 million liters annually.
Not only is sustainable development and environmental responsibility the right thing to do, but it also makes great business sense. There are fantastic commercial opportunities in developing sustainable products and services. There are fantastic savings to be had through energy efficiency initiatives and other sustainable development practices. And finally, it enhances corporate reputation if you are a great corporate social citizen. And this assists in attracting and retaining the best people into our organization for the future.
Sustainable development of the environment is an integral part of every phase of Barloworld's role as a major multinational company. It's woven into the fabric of its existence in every phase of its being and guides it in all that it does. It sets the sustainability commitment bar high for other companies around the world.
To learn more about Barloworld and its various sustainability initiatives, log on to www.barloworld.com.